Let's come back to our positions. Let's stand by.
Welcome to tonight's game.
Our background.
Boys and girls, Stefan, I've got no options but to turn the camera on because the video finishes, so we're live. Welcome to this week's Rum Show Live. I'll go down and say hello in a minute, but coming up, I've already spilt my water. I'm so excited. The spiced rum, oh, so good. I've had a few little cheeky tipples already. Coming up in this week's show, we are cracking off proceedings with the Dram of the week is Angostura's 1787, the 15-year-old. Slightly more expensive than 50 quid, but we'll give it a go anyway. We've got cocktails coming up from Andy Barham, this week's members cocktail of the week. I've picked a cocktail from Tropical Cocktails. It's a monster. I think it's 13 ingredients, I think, in there. So that's coming up a bit later. And then, I'm so excited. I'm so excited because this is absolutely gorgeous. It's Plantations, Maison France, but Plantations, brand new spiced rum. And oh my God, it is good. It is really, really good. So that is what is coming up in tonight's show. Let's just put that on the screen just so you can see. And then don't forget, 10 o'clock, the cameras go off and we have our exclusive, I don't know what, I keep pointing at the screen, you can't see me. But we have our exclusive Discord members live show after party. So there we go, just for Stefan, just for the Canadians in the house. Make sure you smash that like button. Let's say hello to people. So Trevor's got over COVID. Trevor's back. Stefan, Kevin, Andy Barham, Fishing with Beauty, Claire, Lee, Justin. Who else? Anne is in the house. Jonathan Morris is in the house. Who else have we got? If you're new here for the first time and you've never said hello, drop your name in the comments. Tell us where you're from. Tell us what your favourite rum is. Tell us what you're drinking. Make some new friends. And then smash that like button. I can't see how many likes we've got, but the Canadian Mafia will sort you out. All right, so they're on it. Stefan, and I need to make Stefan a moderator as well, don't I? Stefan, remind me next week. I'll make you a moderator as well. Right, Mark SH is in the house. There's a few questions in here already, I think. Where are we going? Andy, up my cocktail to 45ml. Andy, your cocktail is already 45ml, so you mean up it to 60ml. What else have we got? By the way, I think I've just done the count. I think you are 8 seconds behind me, so that is good. Not like 30 seconds sometimes. Hello, Jeff. Jeff McJeff. I don't recognise that name. You are new, Jeff. Where are you from? David. Julia. Is it H or J? How do we say that? I'm going to go Julia, but I don't know how we say that. David, OFTD and Coke in hand, legend. Pat's in the house. I haven't seen Pat for a few weeks. Brilliant. Right, what's Jonathan Morris say? Looking forward to this one. I bought a bottle of Canerock this weekend and the strength of it being amazing front. Unfortunately, it is in the UK and I am in Cyprus. Oh, no, but at least you got it because it's out of stock. It's sold out instantly. But it's more coming. Don't you worry. Right, so let's get rid of the that. Let's put that on. Nice. So don't forget, if you've got any questions, I always get this wrong way around. There we go. If you've got any questions, capital letters, start the thing, question, capital letters, and then hit me up. I will get to questions as we're going along. There might be a bit of time before we dive into the Discord later for a little bit of a giggle, a little bit of that. I'm assuming Trevor's going to... We need to... Oh, but here's a topic of conversation for you guys in the chat as well. What are we tasting in the Discord at 10 o'clock? We need a rum that a lot of people have got. We can do that in 10 o'clock. So that's the chat going through. Right, what have I got to tell you this week? I haven't got much to tell you except for a revelation. And it's all to do with the Rum X app, which leads nicely on to the tasting in a second. I messaged Oliver through the week. So Oliver in Germany, Stuttgart, I think he is the brains behind the Rum X app. Just gone full time. I think this is end of week 1, full time, isn't it? I think maybe. But I messaged him. I asked him if there's any way I could find the most reviewed rum on the app. Now there isn't, but he did show me a cool thing that I've never noticed before. So for those of you that have got the app, it might even work on the website, I don't know. But if you go to the app and you go to the Explore tab, down the bottom, so you hit Explore, and then you go to Annual Reviews, and it's just 2021 at the moment. What it shows you is 4 categories for 2021. I've got the most controversial, which is quite funny. This is the bit I'm going to come on to in a second. The most tasted, the top rated, and the top releases. So I can see for all the rums that were reviewed in 2021, we can go there. So we can't see an overall, but we've got the stats for 2021. Now this is awesome. I'll come on to most controversial in a moment, but I wanted to do the most tasted. What do we reckon? Bearing in mind there's a 10-second lag. Hey Robin, how are you? And Advoot, Advoot. How do I say that? I'm sorry. Hello Ray as well, just scrolling up. Neil's in the house. Ian just joined us. Right, so you are about 8 to 10 seconds behind me. So I want you to give me, I'm going to go top 5. Let's see if we can collectively get the top 5 reviewed rums of 2021. Top 5. And I don't care if I run over for this because this is fun. And this will be kind of a little bit of an eye-opener here. So what I want to see you guys in the comments, the top 5. Okay, the top 5. Bearing in mind, the top one got 212 reviews. And the 5th one got 121. So bearing in mind, this is still a new app. You know, I don't think there is any reviews earlier than 2021. I think it may have got launched at late 2020. I don't know. But so top 5. What are we going? I'm going to keep an eye on the comments here. So just hit me in the comments. Your biggest rums. What do you think the biggest rums are? Bacardi, something aged. No, absolutely miles off. I'm scrolling. I can't even see Bacardi anywhere in this. So you're miles off of Bacardi. Stefan, right, Kraken, Bacardi, Captain Morgan. Right, Stefan's got one of them. Kraken is in there, but Kraken is at 5th place. All right? And to give you, that is the only what I would call spiced rum in there. There is 2 negligible rums in there. but Kraken is the only spiced rum in there. All right. El Dorado, no. David, no. Diplomatico, right. Diplomatico is at number 1. Diplomatico Reserva is the most reviewed rum of 2021, which in my mind means it's probably the most sold, the most bought rum. So I kind of like that. DMF Banana. You clowns. Hello, Al, you clown. DMF range? No. Bearing in mind, this is like heavily influenced by German and Europeans. The UK have got it now. There's a lot of Scandinavian influence in there, but it will steadily make its way over to the US and Canada and all that soon. So, no, DMF. Appleton 12-year-old. Appleton 12 does make the list, but it's not the top 5. It's at number 10, I think. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, number 10, Appleton 12. Right, here we go. Here's some rums. Dawley's 5, no. Stroh, no. Zacapa is in 4th place. So we've got 2 more. We've got 2 and 3 to get. So we've got Diplomatico, we've got Zacapa, and we've got Kraken. Oh, Plantation's a Macca. Not a bad shout. There is a Plantation in here. That should give the game away. Because I've already spoken about this. That should have been the first one that everyone got. For those of you that watched the last couple of weeks. Nick from York. Just playing short. Cool. Plantation XO. Jeff's got it. Right, that's it. And we're down to 1 more. 1 more rum. I'm surprised no one's got this. Definitely not the real McCoys. They are way down. Way down on this. Zaya, what's Zaya? Or Santa Teresa? No, absolutely not. Come on, think big. Think big global rum. Probably not at the tip of your tongues, but it should be. If you've got Diplomatico, you're not a million miles away. Come on, someone's going to get it. Rum bar, no, El Dorado. I'm going to give you 15 seconds. 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Not Mount Gay, not Havana. 4, 3, 2, 1. Don Flippin' Papa. Don Flippin' Papa is the 3rd most reviewed rum of 2021. So we've got Diplomatico Reserva, Plantation XO, Don Papa, Ron Zacapa, and then Kraken. They're the most. So out of all these people that have got this app, and there's quite a few thousand on here, they are the most reviewed. I find that bonkers. I would have totally expected like Appleton 8 and Appleton 12 in there, the Dawleys, all that sort of stuff. But no, Diplomatico, the top 3. Diplomatico, Plantation XO, and Don Papa. Right, so here's the one I want to get to, the most controversial. Now, I didn't ask Oliver what the most controversial was. It didn't take me too long to work it out. So the most controversial is the most that has the scores all over the shop. So you know how I rate these rums, like 0, so 0 to 10, 10 to 20, 20 to 30, 30 to 40, etc., etc. Like good, very good, exceptional, etc., etc. So the most controversial is the rums that have a cross-section of scores against every single category, which means someone's rated it as terrible and someone's rated it as amazing, all right? There is no kind of like, these rums have got just an even spread of votes on here. Now, you'll never get this in a million years, so I'm gonna go through it. But in 5th place, again, Kraken. So Kraken averages 61 out of 100, but the spread on it, you know, it goes between 30. So there are a couple in the 10s and the 20s, but mainly it goes between 30s, and there's more people rating it in the 30s and 40s than there are in the 70s and 80s. Okay, so that's in 5th place. 4th place I've never heard of. Royal Danish Navy rum, never heard of that. Is 2nd, I've never. 3rd place, I've never heard of this as well. Plus non-plus ultra black edition rum. Again, these are from AH Risa, RIISE. I don't know Risa because he used to play left back for Liverpool, so that is how we say it, Risa. So I've got those. Right, the top 2 most controversial rums come from the same distillery, which I find hilarious. Don Papa. So Don Papa, the original, is in 2nd place, right? It's got 65, but again, to be fair, more people have rated it over 70 than they have under it, but it's got a huge cross-section of 40s, 50s and 60s out of 100. But the biggest one, the most controversial one, is the Don Papa, what's it called? Mascara? I've never really seen it before. Hang on, I might try and... Oh, I could do that. Can we see that? I've never seen this before. Don Papa Mascara. That's what we're going for. That is the most controversial rum of 2021. And it's got a huge cross section. Massive votes in between 70s to 75s. But then it's got loads all over the shop after that. And I just found it. Interestingly, Havana's in at number 6. Havana Especial is the 6th most controversial, which means it's got a love-hate. Some people love it, some people hate it. Bonkers. Followed by Don Papa again, another Don Papa, Barocco. Then 2 of the Bamboos, the normal one and the XO, and then Plantation and Zomaka in 10th place. I found that fascinating. So I'm gonna just dive. I think that was all. Comments done. I said Don Papa. Smash the like button. Smash the like button. Right. Let's whack this up on screen. 10 minutes fashionably late. That's cool. This week's Dram of the week. Boom. Right. I've got this ready to go. It's that little bad boy. We're doing Angostura 1787. I can already see Trevor's got his sexy little tasting glass out and he's poured a little dram. So I'm going to go for this. These are lovingly supplied by Master of Malt, obviously 30ml drams. This little bad boy, I know my channel is about 50 rums that are £50 and under, but some of these, you know, I would never pay. So this is £63 a bottle, basically logged out price, Master of Malt, £63 a bottle. I probably wouldn't buy it at the moment. I might, well, tasting it, I don't know. But that's kind of where I want to sort of focus on £50 rums and under, but this is 63. So I've got not much else to tell you. No blurb, nothing like that. I've got this all set up, ready to go. He says, experience, tastings. No, we've got to do that. Oh, for wherever. I thought I had to go, ready to go. There we go. Examples, right. And I've got to scroll down now. I've got lots in here, ain't I? There it is. Right, taste it. So let's crack out. Trevor's got his little one ready to go. By the looks of Trevor's, it's quite dark. So I've got my little glass. Where's my little glass? There it is. So let's pour a little bit out in the glass. There we go. Right, boom. Right. So 1787, essentially 15-year-old Angostura. Okay, that's what it is. I keep going the wrong way. There it is. Look at that. There it is. So, what can I really tell you about this? I haven't done any research because that's not the point of these drams. It's just all about smelling and nosing. The first thing we've got to do, I've got to click the magical taste it button. I've got to do the colour selector. For those of you who've never seen, I keep showing this every week. I think this is such a genius app. I'm going to just big it up every week. So we kind of have to rate it down there. This is the only thing I keep saying. I think most of the rums I taste are coming out at the bottom here. But they're blatantly not. So I'm going to go burnt umber for this one. It's about there. It's about that one there. I think burnt umber. That's the one I'm going for on this. Boom. Right. So nosing. Let's see if Trevor sort of matches me on here. I'm waiting for Trevor to dive into the comments. Can I swap 1787s for Angostura bitters? No. Although that would be quite interesting, wouldn't it? Don Papa. Right. Cool. This is quite fruity. Holy hell. Oh, wasn't expecting that. That's really interesting because the other Angostura ones, I don't get that much fruit off them. There's obviously Trinidad rum. Trinidadian. Oh, Claire's got it as well. Nice. Just in a little photo. Right. Claire and Trevor, dive into the comments. What are you smelling on this? Banana. I don't. I get... Trevor always gets banana. Flipping banana bread. I'm getting kind of like stone fruit, like plums. That was the big sort of note that hit me straight up. Like Victoria, like if you're in the UK, I don't know whether this translates around the world, but like Victoria plums, that's the big note I get off this. I do get little bit of caramel, not too much sort of oakiness coming off there. Bit of wood, tiny bit of wood, oak, whatever you want to call it, barrel. But it's those sort of stone fruits. It's quite a kind of. This actually, to be fair, it was probably the most floral rum that I've smelt in the last sort of 3 or 4 weeks. Getting vanilla, definitely getting vanilla off there. Maybe a touch of citrus as well, but definitely plums, or maybe peaches. Plums and peaches. Oh, I like that. That smells really good, but it smells so it's going to be quite full-bodied as well, if that makes any sense. It doesn't smell sweet. Really doesn't smell sweet. I massively get the now I've said peaches. I massively get the peaches off this. Right. Trevor has got banana, cherry. Oh, here we go. Right, toffee, light oak, some varnish. Oh, varnish. Varnished oak. Oh, I can see what you've done there with the varnished oak. I can see that. Claire's got almost peach. I definitely massively get peach. Hang on, Fishing with Beauty. Didn't you look for tasting glasses with a stem? On that, I've got collection coming. I've got one that's been sent to me. I'm doing, whether it's a video or a live show yet, I don't know, but I've got a selection of tasting glasses coming to me. So yes, so that's the first one that's been sent my way. Luigi is quite big. I'd kind of like a smaller one, but that's a Luigi Bormioli one at the moment. So yeah, so I've got a whole collection from different brands coming, courtesy of Drink Stuff. So that's coming on there. Yes, I have got a grappa glass coming as well. They're kind of sexy, a little bit like Trevor's, but a little bit thinner, if you like. Right, Claire, I said peach first. You didn't say peach first. Claire, you're behind me. Claire, you're like 10 seconds at least behind me. I said peach first. Listen to it. Right. So, right, now to score lists. If you just joined us out of for the first time, the Rum X app, you score these. Oh, I've got to give the little tasting notes first. So, definitely going plum. I'm going to type in plum. Right. Oh, Mirabelle plum. I don't know. Couldn't distinguish between a Mirabelle plum and a plum, so I'm just going plum. I'm going to say floral, because I do get quite a bit of floralness off there. I kind of like Trevor's at varnish. Varnish wood. Varnish. I kind of like that. I'm going to stick with that. I want peaches as well. Definitely get peach. Definitely get a touch of vanilla. What else do we get? I think that was it, wasn't it? I think that was it. Right, that'll do for me. Right, so done. Right, now we've scored. So we've got now slider bars where we rate this out of 5. And then I'll look to see what other people have scored this. So fruitiness, for me, that's quite fruity. So I'm going to give that... I'm going to give that 4 out of 5, actually, to be fair, on fruitiness. Floral, I'm going to give that a 3 for floral, because there is that sort of softer fruit to it as well, like the peaches kind of thing. Spices. 1 for spices. Woody, it's a touch there, but not too much. So 1 to 2. 2, I'm going out of 5. Roasted, 1 out of 5. Round, I'm going to go 3 out of 5 for rounded. Okay, so let's have a little look. Let's see what other people have put here. Right, taste, smell note. Oh, this is quite interesting. Right, here's what other people have put so far. Woody, vanilla, plum, awesome. Buttery, apple. Oh, I didn't get apple. Grapes. Apple, grapes, citrus, banana. All right, Trevor, I'll let you have that. Banana and peaches. Yeah, peaches. There we go. Plum and peaches. Nice. Right, so in the slider bar, people are agreeing with me that it's kind of fruity. Not many people give it floral, though. I would have put floral, being so there's definitely peach notes on there. People have put spices and woody higher than floral, and I've gone completely the other way. Perhaps I haven't got my nose adjusted to floralness yet. But I'm going to keep that like that. I'm happy with that. Roasted, not many people. So woody and roasted people agree with me on. Round, I put rounded higher. Yes. Sweetness, yeah, agree. So no one's rated it for sweetness at all. That's quite cool. Right. Now we get onto the tasting. Let's have a little bit of water. Lubricate the old gums. Right. Oh, looking forward to this. Does it taste how it smells? Cool. Wow. That's got a few different layers to it. the first note, definitely kind of that burnt, like charred barrel, burnt barrel char. Is that the right way around? How do we say that? Charred barrel char. Definitely that. Kind of stone fruit sort of dries out in there. Not too tanniny. It's not really clinging to my gums. I'll have another little sip. Interestingly, the fruit really doesn't, what's the word, translate into the taste. There's a bit of fruitiness there, but not much at all. Right, the comments are piling through now. 2 or 3 seconds before Steve. Nope, oak. Right, Trevor. Peaches and flowers, lovely nose on this. Yeah, definitely. See, I would have totally gone the opposite to what people have done on here, floralness. Totally. Some of these rums are controversial, doesn't agree with... Steve is the whole reason why some of these rums are controversial, doesn't agree with anyone else's tastes. Raisins. That, for me, I don't automatically think fruitcake on that. Not like I would do like an Eldorado or anything like that. There is a touch of fruitiness to it, but not... I can just see the first entry of what someone else has put. And the biggest note is prunes. I can't see what anyone else has put so far. I've got to scroll up, but I can see prunes. Yeah, kind of. I'm definitely getting, I've just seen Trevor, I kind of agree with that. Oak and toffee on the taste with some dried fruit. There's a light sweetness and a fruity finish. I kind of, I would agree with that. There is, I wouldn't say the finish is really, really fruity compared to, for instance, the Plantation XO. The Plantation XO for me is unbelievably fruity. And like the Plantation Zyme Maca as well, you kind of really get those tropical notes coming through on that. There is some fruit on the finish, but not massive for me. But again, I don't know. See, this is the interesting thing because these have obviously been decanted from the bottle I've got on the screen. So I don't know how that really affects it, to be honest. Because obviously there's air getting to it after it's been bottled and all that. I don't know whether that affects things at all. I'm not a scientific geek on this sort of stuff. But that is rather delicious. I kind of like that. And I wouldn't say whiskey-ish either. I would expect a whiskey lover to like that, but for me, compared to like a Dawley's 12-year-old, what else have I tasted recently? The big ones, the Eldorado 12 as well, the Dawley's 12. I wouldn't say that's whiskey vibes at all to that. That's a rum in its own kind of right, if you know what I mean. Like some of them, so like for instance, I kind of get whiskey vibes off Havana 7-year-old. I get whiskey vibes off Dawley's 12-year-old. And I know those rums will cross over both sections. This one's really interesting because I don't get those whiskey vibes off this. Trevor is very smooth, not much pepper. I think the apple and floral are getting confused with each other because I get apple on the finish, not strong. I don't really get... I get more kind of toffee caramel on the finish. That's what's finishing for me. But that is amazingly delicious. Right. Sweetness. So taste. Let's put some on here. Taste. Definitely woody. Oops, got to add some more. I do get a little bit of dried fruit. I can't confidently agree with prunes on there. I'm just going to put dried fruit for there because it could be prunes, it could be raisins. I can't really sort of pick that out. Oh, a touch of toffee. What am I putting? Toffee caramel. There we go. And toffee. Burnt toffee. Can I get... What's burnt toffee? I'm just going to put toffee. I want burnt. How do I get burnt? Burnt. Let's type in burnt. B-R... Burnt sugar. That'll do. That's kind of what I get. Burnt sugar. Lovely. That'll do nicely. Right, sweetness. Not very viscous, maybe. Oh, yeah, I didn't do the legs on that, did I? Might have to pour myself some more. Yeah, let's pour myself a little bit more, just a touch more. Touch more. I've got to see, because I'm going to come back to these in like a few months. That's what we're doing. Just to see how my palate changes. And go back through the notes, through what I've done, and then go from there. So yeah, no, you're right. It's got a little, it's kind of medium. It's definitely not got massive legs on it. But lovely. Right. Sweetness. Cherry. I'm looking at cherry. Trevor's got loads of notes coming through here. Oak, vanilla, toffee, cherry pit. Cherry. I haven't really thought about cherry. Cherry's not a bad shout. Anyway, sweetness. I'm going to give that. I have to go middle of the road for that. I'm going to go. Oh, is it a 2 out of 5 or a 3 out of 5? Which means, is it a 4 out of 10 or a 6 out of 10? I want it to be a 5 out of 10. I'm going to have to give that a 3, I think, for me personally. Fruits, a 2. A floral is a bit there. Spices, not much. Woody, it's more woody vibes for me. Roasted there, round there. So I've given it 3 out of 5, 2 out of 5, 1 out of 5 for floral, 2 out of 5 for spices, 3 out of 5 for woody, 3 out of 5 for roasted, and 2 out of 5 for rounded. 3 out of 5 for rounded. Awesome. And the finish, medium. That's what I'm going for. Nice. Right, what did other people put? Right, prunes, oak, rubber. Yep, no. Rubber. Spicy, bitter, sweet, caramel, astringent. So, someone in the comments, who's clever, someone in the comments, tell me what astringent means. What the hell does astringent mean? 3 people have put that as well. Astringent. And smoky. I wouldn't say it's that smoky. Maybe a little bit. Interesting. Astringent. I want to know what... If Dunlop did a rum. Yep. Oh, Ray, are you in Canada as well? There's more Canadians in the house. Nice. Ray, I wish I could get this in Northern Ontario, Canada. Can't seem to find this. I really like this. I really, really do like this. Would I pay £63 for it? Oh, I don't know. I get... For me, right, so I've just done a 12-year-old rum, a video, which will drop on Tuesday. And bearing in mind, all those were under 50 quid. I think that is better than 3 of them, at least. I enjoy that more than 3 of them. And bearing in mind, one of those was close to £50. So put another £13 on that. Potentially I might. That is gorgeous. Right, I've got scoreless out of only 79 Canadian dollars. Cool, that's quite cheap, isn't it? Astringent is bitter. Thanks, Trevor. Gitis, G? Gitis? How do we say that? I'll come to that in 2 seconds. I see the astringent. That's the cherry pit I'm getting. Gus MC, taste or smell, slightly acidic or bitter. I wouldn't have called that bitter, to be honest. Interesting. Right, I've got to score this out of 100 now. So let's get the slider up. So reminding, 60 to 69 is pleasant. It's definitely higher than pleasant. 70 to 79 is good. 80 to 89 is very good. I'm going to have to sit it in the very good category. And I would put this high up. I would put this... I like doing 5s or 0s, but I'm thinking I might have to put this as 87. I think that's a good 87. It's landed on 86. Oh, can we get 87? Yeah, 84 and 86. I'm going to stick with 86. I'm quite happy to that. So I'll see what Trevor's given it, but I'm going to lock that in. Can I save it? Save. I'm going to lock that in at 86. I'm quite happy with that. That's an amazing rum. I should have added water to that last bit, shouldn't I? It was too diluted. Too diluted. Caramel that pops with water. Oh, sod it. Sod it. Let's just do it. Let's just do it. Bit of that. And I need a little. Oh, have I got a pipette? Oh no, let's just do a little bit of water. Just want a drop. There we go. So a little drop of water just to open it out, just very, very slightly. Oh wow. 100% agree with that. Caramel that pops with water. That's insane. So what you're doing with the water, you're just essentially bringing the ABV down, and by bringing the ABV down, you kind of release different flavours from a rum. So yes, ultimately this is a 40% rum, and we've just made, well, I may have taken it down to about 30, 35%. It was just like one drop of water, but it wasn't much rum in there. But you kind of, that's more evident on like 65% rums, 50% rums. When you kind of bring them down to 40%, they're a completely different thing. Wow. The toffee, the caramel notes that come off that completely changed it. I'm happy with that. Happy with that. Alho, I'll give it a solid 6 out of 10. Awesome. That's a high score. Take a place. Steve, the boys are saying hello. School holidays, Sam and James. Hello, kids. How are you? Sam, James, I hope you've got some rum in front of you. I've got a new daddy's favourite, new favourite's going to be coming up soon. Must be Father's Day soon. When are we? Oh no, we've got a couple of months. Sam, James, Father's Day. There you go. Right, so let's put that to one side. It's cocktail time. Maybe more tannins now. Awesome. Really get the side of the tongue. It's an 85 for me. Another cigar rum. I don't do the whole cigar things. But I kind of get that. I really do get that. Right. Awesome. I like that. That's a big fan of me. I need to get the other one. What is it? The 1823? 1820? 18 something or other. That's going to be the next one that I kind of add, I think, which is the one in between. So the 1919, if you can see it, is, I think this is technically a 7-year-old. Technically, but they don't really age it up as that. Although it might have changed the label down there now. It might have done. But I think this is kind of loosely classified as a 7-year-old rum. Sorry, a 5-year-old rum. The Angostura 7 is the 7-year-old rum. Sorry. But the 1919 I know has got little sort of 3-year-olds in it and things like that. Hence, but I think it is a 5-year-old rum. The 7-year-old is obviously a 7. It's the 1823, 1824 that is kind of loosely based around a 12-year-old. And then the 1787, which is the 15-year-old. Nice. Right. Before I get into the cocktail, what was the question? Where's it gone? Where's it gone? I've lost it. Gaitis. Where is it? What are your top agricole rums? I haven't really gone down the agricole rum yet route, but I've got 2 here. I've got the Clermont, which is absolutely lovely, and I've got a little sample of the Damiso. Here it is. Where's it gone? The Damiso 50 as well. Both white or clear, unaged sort of agricoles. But I really haven't gone down that route properly yet. So that's to answer that question. I do kind of like the Clermont, to be fair. I like them both, actually, to be fair. Right, let's get on to Members Cocktail of the Week. As I say, running behind time, but there we go. Who cares? It's got to be that one. So, Members Cocktail of the Week. This is courtesy of Andy B. Let's put me back up on screen. I've got Andy B's there. Right, there we go. Boom. So, Andy's is nice and simple. I've got to swap it up straight away because I've got no Havana 3-year-olds. I need to restock that very soon. So, I'm going to use Santiago de Cuba. Let me scroll down. We have got banana, but I'm going to sneeze in a minute, so I'm really sorry if that goes loud. Banana, here we go. Excuse me. Lemon juice. That's my lemon juice, yeah, the other one's lime. And orange juice and lilt. Lilt. I've got Aldi's fake lilt. Tropical Blast. That will do. So this is a nice, fun and fruity one. This will be up Mummy Barman Street. I think that's right. Andy's put up the rum. He said up the rum to 45ml. Well, what I cut and paste from his thing was 45ml. So I'm going to up it to 60ml. What? My birthday tomorrow. Happy birthday, Kevin, for tomorrow. That's awesome. Jonathan, Plantation. Right. 1919 is a minimum of 8 years. No. 1919's got, I'm sure 1919's got like some 3-year-old in it as well, and 5-year-old. I'm sure it has. Has it not? There's a reason why there's not an age on it. It's because it's got really low blends in it. I'm sure 1919 has. I'm sure it has. Don't know me to that though. I haven't done any research. I'm sure it has. I don't know. Anyway, right. So let's crack on with this. This is going to be a shaken cocktail. Let's do that. So for Andy, just a quick shout out. Members, it's just 3 of you submitting cocktails at the moment. I've got a choice between Andy, Trevor and Claire. So come on, boys and girls. There is a lot of you. I know, Stefan, you're quite partial to the odd cocktail. I can't see any others. I did have a scroll. I might have missed them. But if there's any others, come on, submit them into the members thing in the Discord. We should go from there. Right, let's go. 60ml double bubble instead of 45ml of... he's put Havana 3-year-old. I'm going Santiago because I've got a lot of that. Sort of that Cuban column still kind of rum. 45ml of creme de banana. Well, we go posh banana, don't we? So half an ounce, 15ml of banana. There we go. 30ml. No, lying. 15ml again of lemon juice. 20ml of pressed orange juice or squeezed orange juice complete with Bitzlet. 20ml of orange juice. And then I've got my lilt, my Aldi's fake lilt. I love this stuff. Right, that will do. We'll ice that up in a second. Sorry, top that up in a second. Boom. Right, shaky, 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 shaky. Nice, 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 nice. No measurements on the lilt, so I'm just going for a glug. That'll do. Little glug. I'm gonna do. Let's give him a tiki. Let's give him that tiki glass. Shake and dump. Nice. Another ice cube in there. Boom. Right. So this is called Stir Up a Tropical Blast. I think that's what it's called. He's put another submission, Stir Up a Tropical Blast. So I'm assuming that's what the cocktail name was. Oh, that's quite fun. Yeah, that's quite fun. It's got a little twang to it. What's that little twang? Lemon? Might be the sort of lemon coming through. Kind of like that. Oh no, sorry, it's the grape. That's what it is. It's the grapefruit coming off the lilt. That's what that little twang is. Sorry, second little bite. Cool, I kind of like that. Mummy Barman, you'll like this one. This is a fun, summer, refreshing one. I might have gone a bit too much on the actual lilt there, to be fair. I think the grapefruit bite kind of detracts from the banana and the orange. Let's just go a little glug. Little more glug of orange. Bearing in mind, there's tons in there. I'll probably put 60ml of lilt in, if that. Probably closer to 45ml of lilt. A bit more orange juice. Bearing in mind, I added 15 more ml of rum, so I should have upped the orange a little bit more. That's better now. I probably just added another 10ml there, so probably 30ml of orange juice to balance out with the 60ml of rum. That's lovely now. Touch more. And obviously a bit for the bar. Mummy Barman, that's there for you. That's quite nice actually. That's quite nice. Well done, Andy. That deserves going into a cocktail book at some point. Nice, nice, nice. So any more members, you submit them. I will make them on there. That can sit there for 2 seconds. Right, let's get on to this cocktail. The second cocktail, which is this one. Oh, no, can't put that on screen. Hang on, let's just do that. It's that one, isn't it? Cocktail of the week. Oh, hang on, need to get rid of Andy as well. Boom, hide. Right, cocktail time. Needs more booze. Yeah, Andy, this one will be the wife on the summer. Right, so, graphics, that's what we'll come back to, that one. And I've got that. I've taken that screenshot. It's out of the Tropical Cocktails book there. So it's out of this one. I forget which page it is now. Page 83. And it's called the Exotique. So we'll leave that there. Now, so the ingredients for this is quite an in-depth one. I won't get all the ingredients out because there's like 13 ingredients, I think, coming in this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. Or 12. I've kind of had to swap one. But, so, what I'm going to do, I'm going to get ingredients one by one instead of getting all of them out in the bar. So, the first one I'm going for, let's scroll down, is Myers. What did they put in here? They put dark Jamaican rum is the first one. Let me get the book out. That'll be flipping easier. Right, dark Jamaican rum. I'm going to sneeze again. Of course, some pepper coming from somewhere. Right, so dagger rum, whatever that is, or dark Jamaican rum. Well, obviously for me in the UK, there's probably 2 choices. There is the Worthy Park 109, which I haven't got. The other one would be Myers. So I'm going for Myers, and that's 30ml of Myers. So that's the first ingredient. Dark Jamaican rum. I suppose Appleton 12-year-old kind of classifies in there. Maybe an Appleton 8-year-old, but not quite as dark as sort of Myers. So that's the first ingredient. Second ingredient. Conflicting information on the intake. Different say blends up to. Going back to the Angostura in 1919, I'm pretty confident in the fact that there is some 3- and 5-year-old rum in the 1919. As far as I'm aware, it's the only one that hasn't got an age statement on the bottle. I think the 1824 has got an age statement on the bottle. I'm pretty damn sure that the 1787 says 15 years on the bottle. I think the whole reason why 1919 hasn't got an age statement is because there is a blend of younger rums in there. Okay, that's why it's not classified as an 8-year-old rum. I'm convinced, I'm pretty sure that there is like a 3- and a 5-year-old rum in there. That going back there, I'm literally about 90% sure on that. Okay, I might be proved wrong, I don't know, but I'm backing myself there. Right, so 30ml of dark Jamaican. Now, the next ingredient is 10 cane, 2 ounces of 10 cane rum. Now, I was lucky enough to have some 10 cane rum back in the day. It was a Trinidadian white rum, but it had some really kind of lovely funk to it as well. It was well ahead of its time. There wasn't any sort of rums kind of around at that point, and I'm going back mid-2000s. Yeah, had to be mid-2000s when that got launched. It's no more. It doesn't get. You might be able to pick the odd bottle up, but it has been made for a decade or so, from what I can gather. So I got a rough palette in my head for this. I'm going that the Boutique is the signature blend number one. It's kind of, this is a blend of Jamaican and Martinique. The Martinique gives us that kind of funky kind of vibe that 10 cane would. Okay, so I think this is as close possibly to what 10 cane would have been back in the day. All right, so I'm going for a full 60ml, 2 ounces of this signature number one. Bearing in mind, Trinidadian and Jamaican are not really similar. So, but they, you know, yeah. I'm just going with that anyway. So 60 ml of that. The next one is brandy. I've got my posh brandy here, my cognac, my very, very posh cognac. 10 ml was this? No, half an ounce. 15 ml of brandy, half an ounce of, well, cognac, posh cognac I've gone for. Then we're going for half an ounce of Flamboyant de Ronce. Flipping hell. Chambord you can use. I think it does actually say Chambord, does it? It says Chambord, but we're obviously going Flamboyant de Ronce. So 15 ml of Chambord de Ronce. Right. Now the next thing in here is homemade ancho chili pepper syrup. Well, I'm not going to bother with that because what I'm going to do, I'm going to get my piment out and I'm going to get some sugar syrup out. So what I'm going to do is 1 ounce. It's 30 ml of chili pepper syrup. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do 15 ml of Giffard piment, 15 ml of that. And then I'm going to bring that up to 15 ml of sugar to kind of loosely make my homemade chili syrup. There we go. So that's how we kind of match that up. That stuff is feisty. I think 15 ml is going to kill me, but I literally normally put 5 ml in. But there we go. We've won a bit of feistiness. Right, here we go. So half an ounce of passion fruit syrup. Where did that go? There it is. There's lots of syrups going in there. This is a fun fruity one. I'm glad I picked this one up. So 15 ml of passion fruit. I can eyeball this. 15 ml of passion fruit. 15 ml of coconut. Is that right? Yep, 15 ml of coconut as well. Coconut syrup. Nice. Right, the next one is peach nectar. Now, again, I haven't got peach nectar but the difference between nectar and puree, or a nectar and juice, nectar is essentially made from concentrate. So add water. So all I've done is use that as the syrup and made with water and made my own peach nectar. Okay? So that'll taste, and I've tasted it, it actually tastes no difference to a bottle like I would buy in Waitrose. There's a brand we get in the UK, and it don't taste too far off, to be fair. So I've got 2 ounces of peach nectar. There should be enough in here. See, it's nice and runny. Oh, look at that. Right on that, oh, like 59 ml, but that'll be all right. So, lovely peach vibes of that. It's my peach nectar. Right, and then we're going for 1 ounce of lemon juice. It's really in depth. I'll tell you what, this is a tiki cocktail and a half, this is. Right, 30 ml of lemon juice, 30 ml of lime juice. And then the final ingredient is five dashes of Angostura bitters. I'm going to go slightly more because these are little dashes compared to the actual bottle. So I'm probably going to do, I might do 6 once I've got the first one out. So, right, 1, 2, yeah, I need more than that. There we go. That's about right. That'll do. Right. Ice. I tell you what, it's not often I do. How many ingredients is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. It's 11 ingredients. Bearing in mind, I've done chili and sugar. So I've got 12 ingredients. Right. There we go. Shaky. Really got a runny nose from something. I don't know what's made my nose run. Excuse me, 2 seconds. I've got to sort this out. I'm going off camera. You'll hear me go. I'm really, really sorry, but here we go. Excuse me. How uncouth. Had to be done though. Had to be done. Right. So pepper. Where's the pepper? Something's maybe go all sneezy. Right, glass wise, let's go for this tiki glass. It said, oh no, there we go. It said footed Pilsner with crushed ice, served banquet style in goblet glass or whatever, garnished with a long pineapple leaf and a flower blossom. Wow, we don't bother with that, do we? Right. So that's what it should look like. That's the Exotique. Look at that. That's what we're going for. So similar colour. Yeah, sort of. They might have got more Angostura bitters. Perhaps they didn't do enough Angostura bitters. Right. Holy hell, I like that. Wow, I like that. That is proper tasty. The citrus, there's 2 ounces of citrus. You wouldn't know it. There's a lot of, the coconut's just sort of hit me now. The peach is quite prominent. The rum, I do get a little bit of that kind of funky sort of Jamaican vibes, the Martinique vibes, agricole vibes, that's the word I'm looking for, off there. I do get the subtle undertones of the Myers. That's delicious. The chili comes through. Wow. That is the favourite book cocktail that I've made in a long, long time. That is insanely good. I tell you what I would like to do actually. For the next time I make that, I'm going to swap the Myers for the OFTD. That for me would be a good shout, and I should have thought of that. That's just after tasting that, that's an instant kind of swap for me. Wow. Let's go back through this. So I've got some other what's that? Lillian. Hello. Right. Not a right. Hang on. Conflicting. Right. There we go. We're going back to that. Would take all night to serve one. You would batch. Right. So if you had a cocktail bar, you would batch ingredients. So you would put your, what's up there? You would put your passion fruit, your coconut, your peach nectar. To be fair, probably your piment and sugar. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, you would batch 5 of those ingredients together easily. So your coconut, your peach, your passion fruit, and for me the sugar and the piment. You'd batch all those. Then you do your liqueur, your booze separately. So your rums. Yeah, that's it. It's easy to make quickly. You just batch the ingredients together. That's really, really easy. Trevor's just gone into the Discord. For those of you who've not got notifications on, he wants to know what rums we're tasting in the after party afterwards. That's cool. Right. So let me scroll down these. I've just seen Al Ho. I'll come to that in a second. I'm scrolling down. I have the book. There's so much going into this recipe. I couldn't get to the store with all the ingredients. Don't worry about the age. Fishing for beauty. It's nice. It's good. Yep. Right. Evening, everyone. Thought you lot would know where to get Denzian's Merchant Reserve in the UK. I don't think we do get Denzian's in the Denizen. Sorry, in the UK. Don't hold me to that. I don't know. Someone else has probably answered that better down below. I don't think we can get it in the UK. I don't know about the EU, but I don't think anyone imports it to the UK. It's like Karuba, and there's another big brand that we don't get in the UK. Can't think. There's another big brand that's kind of worldwide, but we just don't get it in the UK. No one imports it. Karuba, Denzi. Oh, sorry, Hamilton. Obviously, Hamilton we don't get in the UK either, which should be annoying. But there again, it is sort of like El Dorado-ish, kind of. Right. So Al Ho, full of chili syrup. Wouldn't ODK's chili syrup have done the business? Yes, I just haven't got it. I've got William Fox's at Drink Stuff, so I haven't got it here. But yes, ODK do a chili syrup. William Fox does. George does a chili syrup. I just didn't bother. I didn't even bother bringing it home because I've got chili and sugar, and that's the same thing. So, but yes, those two would work quite well. What's the range? 30 ml of the. I tell you what, William Fox ODK's William Fox chili syrup would be all right at 30 ml. I wouldn't back you to put 30 ml of the ODK one. I would start off with, because the ODK one is feisty. I would say the 15 ml of the ODK one, definitely. But try it, adjust it to taste. Ow. Remy, it's the chili making your nose run, I suppose. It was running before I got to the chili. It was something in that tasting, something in that last rum tasting. That's what it was. Now that's a colour. Worthy, it's very good. And wait, I missed the brandy, Steve. Here we go. Sorry, I've just got I haven't got my other brandy here, so I just cracked that out. Maison France. I'm on brand tonight. Maison France Plantation. It's not Maison France posh cognac. That's what that is. There we go, Anne. So that's what I used. But you know that. I mean, this is gorgeous stuff. To be fair. But yeah, I could have stolen Mummy Barman. I'm surprised Mummy Barman's not come in yet for a little taste. I don't know what's up with her. She's normally all over this, but she's kind of she'll gradually. If we're coming up to 9 o'clock, there must be something on TV. I get 3 minutes. I reckon she'll be in it. Well, or if she's on ITV, it'll finish early for the advert. So she'll give her a minute or so. I reckon she'll be in. Right. I used that show chip. Agreed, Steve. As much pain as him. That is definitely one of my favourite. I flipping love that. In fact, I might only, if I see the door open, if she does come in, I'm going to quickly pour some in a separate glass so she doesn't nick the whole thing. Question, what brandy did you use? Done it. Right, Legends, rum, I'm thinking for the after party, ED12, Appleton 8, yeah, that's cool. Hobbyist, hello, the hobbyist bartender. Claire's 2, I don't know what 2 means. Oh, 2, Appleton, right, okay, awesome. She's watching the end of the Masters. Is it golf, is it? Are we golfing? Right, sorry, let's get rid of that off screen. Boom. So, I've clawed that back. See, I knew I could overrun on the Dram, so I'm getting my timings right now. You know, I'm getting there. That is flipping delicious. I really am. Do you know what? I don't think there's one flavour that I put in there that I don't get. I get chili. I get coconut. I get peach. I get the passion fruit. I get the kind of the dark Jamaican rum in there. I get the kind of Martinique or the agricole vibes, I should say, coming off on there. The one thing I don't really get is too much citrus, which is kind of bizarre. Bearing in mind there's 60 ml of lemon and lime, well, 30 ml of lemon and 30 ml of lime juice in there. That is fantastic. Absolutely love that. Right, question, Anne. Have the Chairman's Reserve Spice on the way? Why is this your favourite spiced rum for now? So, I'm talking. Anne, hang on. Let me put this. No, we'll keep it that. I'll flash it up in a second. And I will cover this in the next part because I've got a little bit of waffle to go with the spiced rum, the plantation, Maison France spiced rum. So it'll kind of bring it all into context. All right. So I will cover that very much so in the next part. Oh, I must hop off. Basically, it's a rum that's been spiced. It's rum and it's had spices added to it as opposed to flavour compounds. All right, there you go. Quick story. You'll get the rest. Right. Cool. So let's pop that in there. Let's put this on screen now. Oh, here she comes. Here she comes. Oh, no, I couldn't. Oh, hang on. I told you. 9 o'clock, look. 3 minutes. What did I say? What have you been watching?
All-Star Musicals.
All-Star Musicals. There we go. I knew something would finish at 9 o'clock. Look at her. Look, right.
I kept my eye on you.
I kept my eye on you. Andy. Wow, Andy. She's just, wow. Andy. Literally, that was... Well, I'm not sure I should give her this now.
Come on.
Give him the hand, the raw hand, at least.
Hi, everyone.
There we go.
Hurry up.
God, Andy, she...
That's better. That's a drink.
Wait, come on. At least save me some. Jesus Christ.
God.
Bloody
You should have made double in
did you hear that? That's better. That's a drink. Andy, mate. I'd have some serious words, I would.
That's just pure...
Go on. What is it? It's just pure...
Lilt.
Pure
whatever it
lilt?
is. Tropical fruit juice.
That's all I got out of that. That's just tropical fruit juice. Listen to it. Wow. Right. Steve, if you could grab the Chairman's Legacy there, highly suggest it. I can get the Chairman's Legacy there. I need to go down the whole... there was a story. Just before I dive into the tasting in a second, there's a story going around about Chairman's at the moment. It's not that they've sold out. They're just, they haven't got too much surplus rum. From what I gather, there's random little stories going around about Chairman's St. Lucia distillers. Is that people who used to buy a lot of rum. So, for instance, right, there's a lot of rums, and I might just be making this up. This is me reading lots of different things, listening to a lot of different things, and jump into my own conclusions here, right? But there's a lot of other brands that would buy off all the big distilleries, right? So whether you've got St. Lucian distilleries, whether you've got WYRD, whether you've got Long Pond and Clarendon in Jamaica, Guyana, DDL, there's like rum, even spiced rum brands that buy a lot of rums off there, right? There's certain stories going around that no one outside of Bounty, Chairman's Reserve, Admiral Rodney, basically all these St. Lucian brands, there is no St. Lucian rum to go around to everyone else at this precise moment. So what that means, I don't know. Whether that means they've basically haven't been able to make enough, so they're keeping all the rums that they've made for their own stuff until they kind of get to the point again where they can sort of age it and then sell it on again. I don't know, but I find that quite fascinating. So for instance, some of the spiced rums that are just say Caribbean rum in the UK that may have been St. Lucian as a base won't be able to get that at this precise moment. But that might be just me jumping to conclusions. I don't know. It's just the little things I've sort of seen going backwards and forwards. But it's quite fascinating. This next bit will be a little bit fascinating, I hope. Right, so let's put this on screen now. Rum reviews. And that one, yes, right. I can just quickly wash my hands. Dun, dun, dun. Wash my hands, lovely, jubbly. Right, dry that and then put me back on screen. There we go. So, this week's rum review of the week. Oh, I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I do love my spiced rums. I do. But there's a reason I'm excited about this. There's a reason. So, let me come around here so we can all see it. And just kick the ginger beer over on the floor. So, there we go. Oh, I keep going the wrong way. I keep going back to front. There we go. So this is the rum of the week. This is Canerock. Nice embossed letters on there. There's our little friendlet. I'm not sure whether that's the actual Plantation. I'm not sure what that logo is, to be fair. It's quite prominent on a lot of things. So it's kind of like loosely based on the old sort of things there as well. But yes, we do see this. So, right. Let me go into the little bit of blurb about this, because I've got a little bit of blurb about this. And before I do, just make sure there's nothing pressing on here. Trevor, I'm bitter, so I'm going to begrudgingly watch this portion and make sarcastic remarks. It's a turtle. Where is Windy, by the way? Where is Windy still? Is Windy alive? He was alive yesterday morning. Windy, if you're watching, hello. Get well soon. I don't know how you are today. I've not seen a peep out of you today or since yesterday morning, so I hope you're well. He's our favourite turtle sponsor. Right, this. For opening all clarity, honestly, just getting out of the block, this is Maison Ferrand spiced rum. Okay, Maison Ferrand. I am personally forever going to know it's Plantation spiced rum, but it is Maison Ferrand. They have not branded it up as Plantation. Now, I can see both sides to this argument. I can see exactly why they've called it Maison Ferrand, but I also do think they're missing a trick by not calling it Plantation. I think if they called it, branded it under Plantation, stuck it loosely in either that category, so the signature, I forget what this range is now, the signature range, and then the Bar Classics, I think that's signature range, and kind of made it a loose addition to that range. So bearing in mind, right, the Plantation XO sits nicely in that range as well. So it's like a cross category there. And Bartender Classics, I think this would have nicely sat there. I think they would have dominated the market. I think, you know, Plantation, let's just be honest, Plantation are a flipping huge deal. But I also get that the market is divided. Not all rum fans really embrace spiced rum. So if Plantation released a spiced rum, per se, it might devalue Plantation's brand. I get both sides of the argument. I really, really do. But me personally, business head and not rum snobbery head, like pure business head on, I think if that was branded up as Plantation, that would just smash it out of the park. Sales, it would go. I mean, taste, you can already tell that I've had a good old glug of this. It's good. All right, we'll get onto it in a second. It's good. But I don't know. There's two sides to that argument. I get it. I get why it's not called Plantation. I get why it's come under its own brand. Totally and utterly get it. I just, bits of me think, do you know what? If Plantation put their names, Plantation, to a spiced rum, it would just fly. You know, it would just dominate. It would absolutely dominate all over. It really, really would. So let's get into this. Why? So this, and this is not coming from Alex. He'll never watch this, but if he does, hello, Alex, Alexander. This actually came from Nick, who is the owner of Identity Drinks in the UK. Basically, he imports everything Maison Franc. They're UK Maison Franc. So we're talking about the brandy, we're talking about Pierre Ferrand dry orange curacao, we're talking about Citadel gin, we're talking about Boxer, we're talking about Element 29 vodka, Plantation rums, Dos Hombres, mezcal, all that sort of stuff. That's Identity Drinks. Nick's a good mate of mine. I loosely heard that this spiced rum's coming. I've said 2 years ago. I think Nick did tell me about this for 2 years, and I kept sort of thinking, oh, come on, when is it? When is it coming? It's finally dropped. The word on the street is it actually took them 3 years to make this, and 90 different recipe variations. Okay, 90 before they settled on this. So there's a couple of other things to kind of loosely tell you about this as well. The base rum is Jamaican. I've previously had my facts wrong with Maison Franc's involvement in WIRD, West India. I thought Maison Franc part owned WIRD. I think I've got my facts completely wrong. I think WIRD, the West Indian Rum Distillery, is completely owned by Maison Franc. I think they own 100% of the distillery on this, because the bit I've confused it with is National Rums of Jamaica. Maison Franc own a third share of National Rums of Jamaica. Now, National Rums of Jamaica are another sort of brand, I don't know what to call them, overarching brands that part owns Long Pond and, sorry, fully owns Long Pond and part owns Clarendon. I think I've got that the right way around. Yes, so, sorry, it's right now. So Long Pond is 100% owned by National Rums of Jamaica, and Clarendon is 75% owned by National Rums of Jamaica. And Maison Franc, aka Plantation, have got a 30 or 33% stake in National Rums of Jamaica. So, okay, bit complicated, but hopefully you'll kind of get that. So they completely own the West Indian Rum Distillery in Barbados, and they own a third of National Rums of Jamaica, Clarendon and Long Pond. Now, here's the other funny bit, just to kind of wind this up, because I did stumble across this a couple of months ago and it completely shook me. So, National Rums of Jamaica owns 75% of Clarendon. The other 25% of Clarendon is owned by Trelawney, who is Diageo, aka Captain Morgan's. So that's where we had this discussion in the Discord literally a couple of months ago, and it completely threw me. I had no idea that Clarendon was responsible for the rums of Captain Morgan. Absolutely no idea. That completely went way over my head. But essentially, Diageo are that 25%, Trelawney are that 25% of the rest of it, of Clarendon rum. So the whole point of that is, this is a blend. It's a multi-distillery blended Long Pond and Clarendon rums. And there's a cool thing here. Where have we got? I've got the aging of it. So it's pot and column still rums. So it's a blend. So it's a blended rum to start off with, going in here. Pot and column still, all from Jamaica. We have got it. Basically, they've taken the rum, they've blended the rum, they've created their perfect rum. They've then infused it with, and this is proper spices. This isn't flavour compounds in bottles, cordials or syrups or E-numbers or anything like this. This is proper out and out spices and flavours. They've used Madagascan vanilla pods. Jamaican ginger. I've left it. I'm going to come back to it in a minute. Other spices, of which I massively get allspice in there, and coconut. And I tell you what, I'll come onto it. I'll come onto it at tasting. Having tasted the Plantation cut and dry, Plantation coconut, there is a massive, massive notes of that Plantation coconut in here. Massive notes. You do get the spice in here as well. It isn't the same rum, but I tell you what, if you want notes of that cut and dry, that sort of, and bearing in mind it's a different rum as well. The cut and dry is Barbados rum, whereas this is Jamaican rum. That big coconut vibe, fresh kind of coconut water vibe comes off massively in this. We'll get onto a taste in a second, we will, because I'm going to try, I've tasted it neat, I've never tried it with Coke and ginger and all that, that's what I'm going to come on to. But, so, the production, we're still talking about the production. So, we've got Madagascan vanilla pods, we've got the coconut, we've got the ginger, Jamaican ginger, we've got other spices of which I can massively taste allspice. They are spiced up in the barrel, added to that, infused, and then the barrel is then aged for, I've forgotten, I did write this down, but I've completely forgotten. It's basically aged in there. So all those spices come out, much like Chairman's Reserve. Chairman's Reserve just does exactly the same thing. Basically, Chairman's Reserve takes that rum, Chairman's Reserve, they spice that rum up, they then age it for 6 months in a barrel, and they get that. Okay? That's why I'm so excited about Chairman's Reserve. That's why I love that rum, because it is just that's spiced up. All right, there's no flavour compounds, there's no, and that's not me dissing spiced rums, because I love some. You know, Hursty won't mind me saying, you know, all right, they're natural flavours, but they are flavour compounds. Okay, you know, that won't have seen like real citrus and real salted caramel. They are flavour compounds essentially that go into there. Same with the Sly Dog. You know, they are flavour compounds essentially that make these up. That and that are actual real life spices, fruits, coconut, for example, in the barrel and aged. But there's a second element to this, because once it's aged, I'm getting so excited because this is just genius. I think this is just going to blow the spiced rum category completely open. I really do. Because once this is aged, they then take 10 to 15% of it and they stick it in Pedro Jimenez sherry casks. So Windy, if you are watching, not only do you get your Plantation coconut vibes, you'll also get your flipping sherry cask vibes off this as well. So 10 to 15% of that rum is then put into a sherry cask, Pedro Jimenez PX sherry casks, and then aged for, I'm sure I wrote this down, but I can't think of, I didn't write it down, it's not in my notes, but I think it was, I've got 6 months in my head, but I don't know where that came from. So to give you that different layer, kind of like the dried fruits layer and stuff like that going on there. So it's, you know, it is completely and utterly different to any kind of spiced rum that's gone before it that I can certainly know of and think. Now, there is one final part to this, because obviously with spiced rums, there is sugar added, and I've touched on this many times before, disclosed sugar levels, and Alexander Gabriel is no different for this. He is very open, very honest. He has told everyone there is 25 grams of sugar per litre in this bottle. The dosage on this is 25 grams. Now, to put that into perspective, Bumbu, where the video you watched last week, is 40 grams. Don Papa is 40 grams. Diplomatico is 40 grams. I'll be honest, if Bumbu is 40 grams, I have got no flipping idea of where most other spiced rums go. I would say double that, 80, 90, 100 grams. Because for me, that's actually not that sweet in compared to a lot of spiced rums, even at 40 grams. So that at 25 is very, very low. All right, we've got Black Tears, which has got no sugar added to it at all. But that is going to be one of the lowest sugar, lowest dosage spiced rums on the market, right up there with Chairman Spiced as well. All right, I don't actually know what the dosage is in this. They say nothing, but I'm thinking there must be. I don't know. I might do a side by side in a minute on this. So that is basically the long and the short of this spiced rum. I can see Trevor's put Windy dying of old age. If Richard Seal didn't hate Plantation enough, it was. Yeah. Mummy B doesn't like Canerock. I'm not missing anything. Mummy B flipping loves this. When will it be launched worldwide? I don't know. I would guess. I'm pretty sure this is already on its way to Scandinavia, and I know that because of a couple of friends that have got bars out there. They're sort of well connected to Plantation as well still, and they're doing big things up there. I think this will be a worldwide thing. Depends on market to market. You know, the UK was the obvious place to drop this because we've got a huge spiced rum market, absolutely huge. And it's sold out instantly. I don't know how many, it'll be available in other places, but like Master of Malt and Speciality and all that, it just went straight away. So I don't know how much stock went into them in the first place, but yes, amazingly sold out. So I didn't even look at the price actually, to be honest. I really didn't. Who was on? Kevin, if Kevin's here, Kevin, log out and get the Master of Malt price on this. I'm pretty sure I didn't write it down. No, I didn't. So Kevin, there's a little job for you. Log out of Master of Malt because you love doing that stuff, and whack a price of this up. Right, nothing in Trelawney besides distillery and pier, and the pier. I'm still drinking this. This is flipping tasty, this is. Right, just Googled it. It's 40 quid, Master of Malt. 40 quid. Wow. Top cheese, it will definitely be making its way that way somewhere. It's 100% Sweden, 100%. I know that. Good old Dwayne. Dwayne will have it in his bar in Sweden, 100%. Right, so this little bad boy. Oh, I love this stuff. Even at 40 quid, I would buy it. I'm just now, and that's not me biased. It's not because Nick just, you know, I've got Plantation going on here for bloody like days, you know, like restocking and all that malarkey. Yes, you guys know I'm quite loyal to Plantation and all that, and you guys do, but this, trust me, this is phenomenal stuff. This is just so. Yeah. When spiced rum is done this well, this is what gets me excited because it's not overly sweet. It has got a bit of sweetness to it, but it is those spices and flavours that just come up to it. You know, it's amazing. So, off the nose, I'm not sure I should add it really to. I don't know whether anyone has added it to Canerock, to the app Rummix, Cane. Clarendon. Ah, hang on. Ah, it's already been added. It's come under Clarendon. Someone's already put it in Clarendon, so I'll have to give that 4 ratings so far, averaging 69 out of 100. That's interesting. Look at the spread. I don't know whether you'll see that, but let's comprehend it. That's 0. Hang on, wrong side. That red line there is 0. One person has scored it 0. That's definitely a rum geek. It's scored a 90. So what's that score? It's scored 90s, 70s, and 60s, and a 0. Oh, I love rum stops. I love them. They're brilliant. Right. So let me just walk you through this. The smell on this. The first thing that just blows my mind is that coconut. Having tasted that Plantation cut and dry, that just reminds me of that all day long. Really does. I'm going to actually taste this. Taste it. There we go. Click the button. So it's just the coconut vibes on that. But I also really do get sort of honeycomb kind of thing. Bearing in mind, there's no real honey gone in that. It's like a massive sort of honeycomb vibes of their toffee. But the big thing is coconut, it is ginger, and I definitely get allspice. It says other Jamaican spices. If allspice berries are not in that, I'll be amazed because that is just, yeah. It's those 3 things in a nutshell. Tasting. You do get a tiny little bit of sweetness into there. All right, you get a bit more sweetness than your average rum. Of course you do. It's 25 grams. But you get this luscious caramel toffee vibes on your tongue there. It then meanders, the ginger comes out. But the reason why I get so excited about this is like 10 seconds later, the coconut, fresh coconut, that cut and dry. If you're lucky enough to ever taste that Plantation cut and dry, that is what comes out at me, because I know full well they will have used the coconut water, the coconut juice in this. And interestingly enough, their recommended serve for this is coconut water. So I'm going to try it with a bit of coconut water as well. I'm going to try it with Coke and all that sort of stuff. But it's just absolutely gorgeous. The good thing with this is you don't mistake it for the rum, because you do get big Jamaica. I tell you what it does remind me of. It reminds me more. I don't get those high esters. What it reminds me more is kind of like the Appleton vibes of Jamaica, not the sort of and probably sort of like the Worthy kind of vibes of Jamaica. It doesn't. I don't get the sort of Hamden vibes, the funky vibes, if you like, or the rum bars or anything like that. I don't get those funky esters. I definitely get shades of Appleton and Worthy Park in that rum. The rum does not get lost with those spices at all. This is just magical, absolutely magical. A little bit of vanilla on there. I'm just trying to think what else someone's put. So just scrolling down. This is the official tasting notes, and I'm assuming Alexander came up with these. Rich and obviously it won't be me coming up with this. Rich and complex with pastry notes of vanilla, coffee beans, dark chocolate, and coconut. That's on the nose. Coffee beans. Actually, to be fair, I get the coffee beans. I know exactly what that's referring to. Kind of those, you know, when you open like a bag of fresh. I haven't got any here actually. Like fresh espresso beans. When you open that bag and that smell, actually that is quite reminiscent. That's a really good shout. Dark chocolate and coconut. Well, the chocolate's there. The ginger's there for me. No one mentions ginger on the nose, but palate. Opening with sweet caramel, soft spices, raisins, and then allspice. Definitely allspice. Delicate oak tannins develop with each sip. And then the finish hot and sweet at the same time with poppy seed pie, whatever the hell that is. What's poppy seed pie? I don't know. Dark cherry, prune, coconut, fresh notes of mint, don't get that, ginger and cloves. Oh, cloves. That is just absolutely, it's so good for a spiced rum. It is so good. It's one of the very few rums, and it's the only way I can really describe him. You know, rum that has been spiced, properly spiced, as opposed to, and I don't mean this in a bad way, I really, really don't. So brands, don't come at me. Please don't, like Hursty, like Bush and all that, don't come at me. But it's the only way I can differentiate them, because, you know, and to be fair, I'm not even 100% sure on black tea is. I think it is, but don't hold me to that. I'm going to put that loosely in the middle. But definitely a base rum, it's been spiced and aged in a barrel, so those spices come out to play in a barrel. I think that's the same. I think it is. I'm pretty sure that's it. I mean, there's only 3 in there. It's the coffee, the pepper, and the chili that goes in there. But then you will have got these where they buy a rum and they are naturally flavoured. They are natural flavourings that go into them. But the big difference between natural and actual flavours, actual ginger, actual vanilla, is huge. You know, these will essentially be flavour compounds. You know, that is the difference. So it's the skill, all right, there's the skill and the craftsmanship that goes into making these and blending these with flavour compounds. You know, that is an undoubted skill. You know, not all of us can do that. But the actual skill of flavouring up these as a rum in a barrel, as we would kind of do at home, and mass producing, that's a huge, huge talent and a huge skill. And that's, you know, that's kind of why I get excited by them, because, oh my God, that is so good. It's so good. Let's just do a little side by side on here. The comments have gone, dried up. No one's commented for flipping ages. You just kind of like listening to me. So, hands up off the back of it now. Who would buy this? Let's just do a Chairman's Reserve. Tasting side by side. Bit of Chairman's. Nice. Right, so Chairman's that side, Canerock that side. What's the sweetness? I just want to compare the sweetness more than anything. Orange, extra orange notes coming off that. The Chairman's, the Canerock is actually a hell of a lot feistier. Ginger notes and spice in there. A touch more sweet. There isn't much in the sweetness levels, but there's a touch more sweetness. I'd say the Chairman's Reserved is a much more rounded sweetness. Much more rounded spice. All those spices come at you at the same time. There's no predominant spice. I get orange, I get cloves, I get nutmeg, I get ginger. Definitely get nutmeg coming off that. I get all that at the same time. A little bit of vanilla. You know, it's not bouncing off. This is different in this respect because I do get ginger up front and foremost. I get vanilla, and then it kind of dials back. I get coconut on the finish. It's the layers, you know, and I've just realised that kind of sweetness, that sort of honey vibes, will actually come from the Pedro Jimenez cask, the sherry cask. So that, the best difference I can kind of tell you, that for me is not layered. That is just an all-round delicious spiced rum. Lots of different spices all coming around in one kind of little thing. This is kind of like a journey on your palate. Up top, kind of initial sweetness, ginger. There's sort of middle on that kind of really kind of all the spice blends come out. You kind of get there, and then the finish is that sweetness of coconut, but the sherry kind of the honey. I call it honey vibes, but it's kind of like the sherry sort of finish to it. Both of those happily drink neat. You know my views on Chairman's with Coke and all that sort of stuff. I love it. To be fair, sorry, I haven't even included Pusses in that. You know, Pusses is a proper spiced rum as well. It's quality. You know, I don't have to sing about that. I mean, it's just one. There's a video coming that I'll do really soon. I've just got to wait for one more awards. But so far, it's 2 out of 2 for gold in the UK judging. Blind tasting, 2 out of 2 so far. Gold medals. So, you know, don't take my word for that. It's an exceptional rum. That is an exceptional spiced rum, the Pusses. It's just, as I said when I did that video, at 54.5%, it's a bit too much for me personally when I want to sip a spiced rum neat. That's the only thing. I do kind of like 40s for sipping neat or something. You know, it's a cracking mixing rum. It's one of the best mixing rums, but I just sometimes want, and I justified it in the video that I did, probably before Christmas now, but this is glorious. Right, Trevor, we're waiting for the spiced rum section to be over. Trevor's all moody, isn't he? Ordered mine. Jeff, I wish I could get the cut and dry. I might settle for this. Preempted the bitterness question. How's it like with the rum and coke? Right, that's what I'm getting on to. I'm just going to prolong Trevor's agony now. What category of spiced rum does rum bouillon fall into? Well, look, I love rum bouillon as well. But rum bouillon, we don't know what the base rum is. We know there's a hell of a lot of sugar in there, and we know it's flavour compounds. Nothing wrong with that. It's an exceptional, really good. I do prefer the Navy strength rum bouillon. But as far as it's a blend of flavour compounds as opposed to a rum that has been properly spiced. Okay, in that sense. No, I still won't have a bad word said against it. I absolutely love it. Claire's drinking a smoothie or whatever she's bloody drinking. Lazy cocktail making, double pina colada. Yeah, so rum bouillon is just essentially a load of flavour compounds added to the rum. We don't know where the rum comes from. I don't think it ever says. So flavoursome Caribbean rums, you know, it's Yeah, we just haven't got a clue. But the drink, it tastes good. That's not me slagging the rum. It does taste flipping good. Right. How's it taste? The rum and coke, rum, ginger, orange. Yep, we're getting on to all that. I've got them all lined up here. Question, have you tried Cruzan Blackstrap? We don't get it here. Olu graphics. Oh, we might get Cruzan. We don't get the Blackstrap here, I don't think. Right. Lots and lots and lots of tastings coming. I want to do a daiquiri with this as well. You know, I've got half an hour, Trevor. Half an hour. You know, spiced. This is spiced rum hour, Trevor. Just because you can't get it because you live in a funny country. Going back to this cocktail, though. This cocktail's lovely. Right. So first up, Coke. Oh, let's wind Trevor up even more. Apple juice. I've still got a little bit in there to have. Might use that up. Right, what else we got? Coke. Ginger. I've got some ginger. Where's my spiced orange ginger ale? Oh no, where's my spiced orange? There it is. I didn't put it in the fridge. What a muppet. I'll have to get an ice cube on that. Ginger beer. I've got. I think that is it. Oh, coconut water. That was the one. Right, there we go. Coconut water. Right, loads and loads and loads of mixes. So, have we seen this? Let's just wind Trevor up even more. Look, this is my new favourite mixer. I flipping love this stuff. Pink Lady Apple. Will that focus? Get my face out of the way. Yeah, Pink Lady Apples. Beaver, not Belvoir. Beaver. Beaver Farm sparkling apple juice. I don't know how you get Beaver out of that, but it is Beaver, not Belvoir. But this is amazing with spiced rums. Really, really good. Really, really love it. So we'll crack that out. Got some ginger. Got Kevin's favourite in there. Right, let's go for it. Oh, daiquiri. Let's get the shaking out of the way first. Let's make a daiquiri. Let's make a dac. Where's my jigger? Right, so let's do one of those. Boom, dac, and then I could just pour after that, can't I? So we do the daiquiri first. There we go. And fill that up. That should be a bit more. Should have done the other end, shouldn't I? A little bit for the bar as always. There we go. Lovely, jubbly. Right. What a waste! What a waste! Let's get a straw. Okay, right. Ice, ice, ice. Cool. Used all my shakers in one. Nice. Right, that and that. So, Canerock daiquiri. Let's put Canerock front and centre. Canerock needs to have a little mount, doesn't it? Just for Trevor. That's not safe. I need a little stand. How can I get a little stand? Where can I get a little stand from? Hey, how can we do this? How can we do this? Is that a little stand? There you go. Just so you can. Oh, that's not safe. Oh, God's sakes! Right, crack 'em. First up, daiquiri. This is how I drink. I do like a spiced rum and coke. Don't get me wrong. Right. A dac. Need a little. What have I got? I need a little stand. Barman. Barman, what's going on? Oh, flipping hell, I don't know. Let's just hold it there. Hold it. Put it there, look. That'll be better, right? Right, daiquiri. The nose. Oh my God, that's good. Oh, wow, the coconut. Oh, wow, that's good. Wrong hole. Oh, massively wrong hole. Wow, that is good. The coconut. Oh, that's better. Wow. The citrus really brings out a different layer of that. That is an amazing daiquiri. That is that's good. That is good. Wow, that's good. Wow, that is very, very good. The spices are still there, but the coconut flavour comes out even more in that. That's good. Right. I need to do... I've got a little pourer in there. There we go. Right. Should have done that, should I? Little pourer. Right. Canerock and cola. Canerock and Coke. Coke in... There's got to be a nameplate there somewhere. Coke and Canerock. Well, needs more rum. I misjudged that. That's very good. Oh, that's good as well. I prefer the daiquiri, but the rum and Coke, that's very good. That's very good rum and Coke. Oh, that's good. Right. Next up. Let's keep Kevin happy next. I need an ice cube in this because this is room temperature. Just do that. I'll just leave that chilling just for 1 second. And I'll move on to my beaver apple juice. Do I need to shake it? No, it's all right. Beaver apple juice. This stuff is flipping phenomenal. Honest to God, ignoring daiquiris, that is my favourite way to drink rum, spiced rum at the moment. I flipping love that stuff. That's amazing. That is so good. Love that. Right, let's come back to Kevin. Right. Oh. Yeah, I'm not... Oh, spiced orange ginger ale. Yeah, not 100% on that. Oh, it's nice. It is nice. It's good. It's a very distant fourth at the moment. Like, first, apple juice, second, Coke, third. It's not a fourth there. It's a fourth down here somewhere at the moment. And yes, I know Kevin's going to say that's the refreshingly light stuff. And yeah, I get it. But I don't think the full fat version will make too much difference either on that. That's just... not harmonious, that one. What else we got? Coconut water. That was their original serve, wasn't it? That's what they kind of recommended. Right. Spiced rum and coconut. Bearing in mind, I've just got this one because it's tins and, you know, I don't drink that much coconut water. If I get, like, the big litre bottles. So a better coconut water will probably taste better. Holy hell, that's good. Wow. I get why their serving now is that. That has surprised me. That's very good. That's amazing. I kind of want it colder. A bit more ice. I do want it colder. What's going on here? Decky Doughty is just noticing the beard. My beard? What about it? I've had it since before Christmas. What are you just noticing? Did you not notice it last week? Trevor, choke you get. Spiced rum and Trevor. Listen to Trevor. Trevor, he really hates spiced rum, doesn't he? Trevor, don't be a hater. Don't be a Nathan. Trevor, don't be a Nathan. There's no need to be Nathan, Trevor. Trevor, be Trevor. Trevor's cool. Trevor's, the cool kid in town. Trevor, don't be a Nathan. Just don't do it, Trevor. Don't. Be a lover. Be a lover. Don't be a Nathan. Come on, Trevor. Oh, I love it. Right. I'm not actually going to go and try it with ginger beer. I should do. I'm not going to bother with ginger beer. I'm not going to waste the can on that. I'm really happy with those. Coke fans, amazing. Daiquiri fans, amazing. %. Drink those all flipping day long. Perhaps want a tiny little bit more in there. That is stunning. Massive shout out. Plantation. Mason Frond. I'm really sorry. Look at that. We've done half a bottle now. That is a stunner. If you don't like that, if you're a DMF fan, stick to DMF. If you're a DMF fan, if you swear by DMF, don't waste your money on that. Really don't, because that's completely. I don't mean this in a harsh way, but that's completely beyond your palate. The same as what that is. Dead Man's Fingers. To be fair, even. I really don't mean this in a harsh way, but if you are like a staunch Bamboo fan, a staunch DMF fan, Captain Morgan's, whatever, don't waste your money on these. Really don't, until you're ready, because these can be completely and utterly beyond you at the moment. And I really don't mean that in a bad way, sarcastic way, or whatever. I'm just saying, they're good. Right. What's this? Right, is there? Right, 39. It looks like. I tell you what. We'll finish the rum tasting there now. Let's just do this bit. Let's have the banter. Have I got? I haven't got questions. I haven't got a question. Where's my question little thing gone? Members head to Discord. Not yet. Don't go yet. Stay. Where's? I had a question and answer thing. I don't think I've got the question and answer thing coming up there. So let's transition on to any questions, any banter, any answers for the last 15 minutes or so. Wow. Let me go back through these. Just noticing the beard. Right, that's where I got to. Coca Rock. Top Cheese, every comment you post, there's an XD after it. I don't understand what the XD is. What's the XD stand for? I don't get it. What's that? Every single post in the Discord, on YouTube comments, it's always XD. I don't get what the XD is. What's all that about? Educate me. Right, XD, extra dimensions, I don't know. What's XD? Right. Mike Dell, spiced rum mix is great with Dr. Pepper. Some spiced rum mix is great with Dr. Pepper. Not all spiced rum mix is great with Dr. Pepper. I'm going to go out on a limb. These are not Dr. Pepper spiced rums, 100%. Your Dead Man's Fingers, your Captain Morgan's, they are Dr. Pepper spiced rums. These not, because there's too much flavour in these. There's too much rum for a start, and there's too much flavour to work really, really well with Dr. Pepper. Okay, so yeah, some rums will, some rums won't. Spiced rums. Right. Dell. So those interested in rum, I picked up. Here we go, Trevor. Right, let's humour Trevor. Let's give Trevor 15 minutes of love. Look, for those interested in rum. All right, Trevor. All right, get the old violin out. For those interested in real rum, I think he's trying to say. I picked up Rum Nation's 5-year-old Jamaican aged in sherry casks. Insane good. That's just that, mate. Let's be honest. That's just that. That. Why would you bother? Why would you bother with Rum Nation? You just get the bottle of that, mate. Canerock. Sorry, I'll stop. Got one that's throwing down. Right, Mike Dell, question. Can the Plantation spiced rum be ordered yet? Yes. Master of Malt, it came in and went out straight away. I haven't looked at Tim's yet. Sorry, the drinkshop.com. Tim will have some. And Whiskey Exchange speciality brand. So the Whiskey Exchange will have some, but how much they've got, I don't know. But yes, it's out there. It's live. That's why I was waiting. I've had this bottle now for, well, most of you will have probably seen me follow it. I've had this bottle for about 3 weeks or so at least. So I was just waiting until it went live to do this. So I didn't want to do it when it's not live. Right. You are sweet. Question, Trevor. How do you rate? How do you rate this 1787 versus Canerock? Completely different, Trevor. I honestly, if I'm in a spiced rum mood, this smashes 1787 out the park. But if I'm in a rum mood, then the 1787 will smash the Canerock. You know, swings and roundabouts, isn't it, mate? Swings and roundabouts. I'm pretty confident though that daiquiri-wise, the Canerock smashes it. Because I don't do moody daiquiris, but spiced moody daiquiris are quite fun. Oh, that's good. Right, let's go down. Jeff McJeff, I like that. Jeff McJeff, is that your actual name, Jeff McJeff? Which is your top 3 plantation rums? Oh Jesus, that's a toughie. My top 3 plantation rums. So ignoring Canerock because it's Maison Franc. My top 3. Oh Jesus, right? Has to be Plantation XO. Have I got the thing without the bottom bit on it? I don't think I have anymore. Damn it. I need to raise the. I need a little platform. Actually, what am I looking at? Will that work? Yeah, there we go. Right, top 3. Right. Oh, this is going to be tough, isn't it? Right, top 3. Plantation XO. Oh, this is an impossible question. My top 3 plantation rums. That's without getting onto all the vintages, which I don't purposely buy because they're over 50 quid. That's just under, or yeah, no, it is just under £49, so I can get away with that. Because my whole channel, I try and loosely base my channel on rums under 50 quid at the moment. I know some of the drams are, when you buy a bottle, are more than 50 quid, but actual rum, the videos and everything I kind of talk about, I try and hit 50 quid and under. So the Plantation XO has to go in there. Holy hell. Oh my God, that's a tough question. I don't think I can. All I'm going to give you is my favourite. Oh, what? Okay, how can I put it another way? What rum could I not live without? I'm reaching for the OFTD, but I don't know. That's tough because I don't think I could do without the 3 stars, and I don't think I could do without the OD. Oh, I don't know. I can't answer it. I genuinely can't answer it. I'm going to go that. I'm going to go just because I'm going to go to the Stickins Fancy, and that's it. I generally don't think I could live without any of the other 6 on the 7 on the back of the bar. I think I need all of them in my collection. And I am filming a video with the Guatemala and Belize this week as well. Possibly the lowest one for me is the Zymaca. The lowest one out of the core range, the core 7, 8, what is it? 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 9. Sorry, the core 9. That's probably my 9th place one. The Zymaca is probably my 9th place. Purely, and I've said this to the Plantation guys and Nick, purely, yes, you get the nice Jamaican smell off it, but I think for Jamaican rums, there are better out there. It's a good example. It's a good expression. There's just better Jamaican rums for me personally. Yeah, I can't answer that. I don't know who that was. Who was that? Jeff McJeff. I can't. Yeah. I've bottled it. I've absolutely bottled that question. I don't think I can do it. But the Plantation XO wins. There we go. Right. Oh, what else do we get to? What do I think of Bumbu XO then? I've not tried Bumbu XO. Who was that? Olu Graphics. I've genuinely not tried Bumbu XO. I've not bothered with it. Perhaps I should have done. I don't know. Doesn't really interest me purely because, yeah, I've heard a lot of bad stuff about it from people I trust. So yeah, I should do. If I could get a little sample of it, I would. But it's the distributors are guys that, you know, they're not going to give me a bottle, and I'm not going to buy that. It's a rum that I'm genuinely not going to buy. So unless I could get a little sample of it, or they donate a bottle to me, I'm not going to try it. It's that simple. All right. There's a lot of rums here I would quite happily pay to try, because I know I will drink them again. The Bumbu XO, I'm not convinced I would finish the bottle. So it'll be a wasted purchase for me on that. So which category would fall? Oh, Ian, Foursquare spiced. Yes, that's another spiced rum I need to get into. That's a proper spiced. It's a rum that has been spiced. Rum, Richard's, I think, don't hold me to this, again, because it's very secretive, but I think the Foursquare spiced is Dawley's. I'm sure it's kind of the Dawley's, loosely based around the 5-year-old. I'm sure it is. But don't hold me to that. But yes, it's essentially a rum that has been spiced properly, Foursquare spiced. No sugar added to it at all. It's really, really dry, but it is really, really nice, proper spiced out there. And I do really like Foursquare spiced. I need to add it to my collection. It's one of those that I just completely forget about. But yes, it's very good. I've used to, bearing in mind, going back 8 or 9 years, you know, it was one of the only spiced rums really that we could get proper spiced rums that we get. Yes, we could get Sailor Jerry's, Captain Morgan's and all that sort of stuff, but it was one of the only proper brands of spiced rums out there. All right, so yes, I do rate Foursquare on that. Tomorrow, yeah, Trevor, here we go. What was the ratio on the DAC? I did equal sugar. When I do spiced rum DACs, I do equal sugar to lime juice. So essentially, that was 622, essentially. Because it's weird, and you could sort of think, well, hang on, the spiced rum is a bit sweeter. But for some unknown reason, I do 621 on a normal rum. But for me, spiced rums, for some unknown reason, I just go a little bit sweeter, so 622. Don't ask me why. I can't justify it any better than that. I just find that the little extra bit of sweetness in a spiced rum daiquiri is amazing. I don't know why. I don't know why. I generally can't answer that. But 62 essentially. Kevin Mears is a member for 16 months. Look at you go. Right. Right, let's go back up here. So Trevor, top 3 plantations. XO 3-star and OFTD. 3 stars has to feature. George, OFTD. Tomorrow, pineapple, OFTD and 3-star. Yeah, I get what Trevor's done there. I don't think that. Yeah, wait, hang on. I've seen another comment. It's 100% right. I'd probably leave the XO out and go 3-star. Yeah, I don't know whether he's 100% right refers to me, but I generally, out of those, get the XO for me has to stay because I adore that. It's a neat sipping rum. I genuinely, and the Zymaca is probably the one I could least do without. The rest of them I have to have. I just have to have them. I cannot distinguish between them. And if I can only get rid of that because I've got Appletons and plenty of other Jamaicans here, to be fair. If I didn't have the Appletons, if I didn't have the Hamden, I'd probably want the Zymaca, to be honest. But yeah, I just can't narrow that down. So if Trevor's referring to me, yes, he's right, then yeah, that's kind of what I mean by that. Stiggins. See, Decky Doughty. See, this is what I love, right? The XO, Stiggins Fancy, the Guatemala Believes. I'm going to go crazy. You seriously telling me you could get away with not having the OFTD? Seriously? Are you trying to have a sensible conversation with me, Decky? That you could get away with not having the OFTD in your collection? No, I'm not buying that. Not buying that at all. That is rubbish. You've got to have the OFTD. You've got to. You have to have the OFTD. Of course you do. But then you have to have the 3 stars because it is one of the best white rums out there. You have to have the XO because it's amazing. But then you need kind of a dark rum to go in there. You need your original dark. Yes, you could dilute the OFTD down slightly, but you get different vibes coming off that. And then you want the pineapple, of course you do, because it's proper. No, I'm not. Anyone that's hanging their hat on the top 3, rubbish. Not having it. Bants. Right. I agree. What's Claire said? What's Stiggins? So they're 4 normal shaped bottles, not the string covered ones. Oh, yeah. There's a reason, right? Kevin. This is like purely aimed at Kevin and people like Kevin at the moment. Kevin will know what I mean here, right? There's a reason why these are called the Bartender Classic range, and these are called the Signature range. Right, Bartender Classics are basically a bar would have some derivatives of these styles of rums as their pouring rums on the back bar. Consider these as your pouring rums, okay? And that is dumbing them down because they are phenomenal pouring rums, but kind of, you know, you've got your white rum there for daiquiris, you've got your overproof there for tiki cocktails and all that. You've got your dark rum for your kind of punches and all that sort of stuff. You've got your pineapple for a flavoured rum. So they're kind of bar. When we get up to the Signature range, they are a bit more kind of sipping rums, rum fashions, different styles of daiquiris and all that sort of things. So there is a massive variance between them and them. But yes, that is why they're called the Bartender Classic range, because pubs and bars need all 4 of those. You can't just have one of those. You need all 4 of those in your collection. You know, it's as simple as that. Because if you didn't have the 3 stars, you would then go to a different brand. You would go, I don't know, Dordie's 3-year-old or Flor de Carne 4-year-old or something like that. If you didn't have the OD, you'd come down here to Gosling's or Myers. So that's why they're kind of like that. You would have all 4 of them, all right? Tom the Rum Man, I haven't gone down the Mount Gay route yet. I will be going down the Mount Gay route very soon. The Black Barrel, annoyingly, the other one, is it the Black Barrel or the XO? One of them is over 50 quid. And I really want to nail this channel down to like 50 quid rums. So there's going to be a little bit of rule breaking somewhere, because I think one of the Mount Gays is like £59. But I've got the Eclipse, that's all I've done, and I really want to go down that. So I've just got to really focus on, I might have to change my tagline to entry-level rums under 60 quid. Might have to break my own rules, but there we go. But yeah, I really want to go down, because I think, and I'm going to run slightly over, we'll go into the Discord in a bit, don't worry. But I think, for me, Mount Gay is going to be very much like Havana. I really do not rate at all in the slightest Havana's lower stuff. The 3-year-old is all right, is good, but you can get better now. The Montagna, for me, Montagna Platino, and all right, that's a little sample. The Montagna Platino is a white rum for me now, is head and shoulders above the Havana 3-year-old. Havana 7, meh. Havana Special, but a Havana selection de Maestros Cuban barrel proof is phenomenal. And I think Mount Gay is going to be like that for me. The Eclipse is terrible. It's all right, but it's a terrible base rum, essentially, cheap and cheerful. But I've got a funny feeling the Black Barrel, the XO, the other one, whatever the hell it is going to blow me away. So I think Mount Gay is going to be a bit like that for me. I think. I don't know. Black Barrel is great. Sipping in there. Jeff McJeff, I love how tall you are. Jeff McJeff name. There's a long backstory. Right, cool. Do Black Barrel, do a spiced rum. Have fun, Anne. Is Anne off? Thanks, Anne, wherever you are. I'm going back to the yard. Cheers, Anne. Never had OFE, don't shout. Becky, how can you not have tried OFTD? Are you mad? OD and espresso martini, yeah, 100%. Pusses are out. Kev, have to keep pusses. Yeah, but so right, I wouldn't even compare pussers to them because it's a different style of rums. The closest you'll get is the OD to the pussers, but even then, I kind of want the rich from the pussers. I watch the rich Demerara. It would be between, for me, it would be between pussers or Eldorado. I would have the Eldorado 12-year-old. I honestly and openly, I don't think I would have the 5-year-old Eldorado and the 8-year-old Eldorado. I think I would kind of stick to pussers for that. But the 12 I would keep for the Eldorado. Because, you know, they're DDL, they're Eldorado rums, let's be honest. But I just think the pussers ones, the blends, are just better for me and my own personal palate. But I would not replace the Plantation OD with pussers. I would have both, if you get what I mean, because of the Demerara vibes. They just give it completely different rums. Oh, hang on. I think Claire might be referring to the 151 as well, actually. Again, the pussers 151 versus the OFTD, completely different overproof rums. Completely different. So I'd have both. Oh, Kevin, Plantation or pussers? One has to go, one has to stay forever. I think I've just answered that without even saying it. Use the OD. Yep. Pussers out, Kev. Yeah, I think I've just kind of answered that question without even seeing the rest of these comments. Right, Sean, I've seen that in a second. Now I'll just read Claire's before it. I have pussers, but not really fair. There's so many plantations. Right, Sean Panabaker. Question, I've tried a local dark rum last evening. One of the flavours I got was burnt marshmallows. Have you had a rum with that flavour? Yeah, some of them. Burnt marshmallow. It was... what the hell was that? What came up with burnt marshmallow? Yeah, I mean... Look, it depends what they're flavoured, what they're spiced ones, what they're spiced with. But yeah, it's possible, entirely possible. It just depends what the spices are. Sean, let us know what that was in one there. And I'm going back to that XD. So I skipped past it. But Top Cheese said, look, where is it? XD, look at it sideways or something. I don't know. XD equals screwed up face laughing. I don't know. Why don't you just do the face emoji then? Surely that's quicker than doing XD, isn't it? I don't understand. Right. Trevor, you could easily leave out the pineapple until you taste it in a cocktail daiquiri. Yeah, yeah. That's a nuts question, isn't it? That's a proper nuts question. I'd never contemplated that. Proper nuts. Right. XO is over 50, Black Barrel's under 50. Yeah, could easily, right. Right then. Okay, so 5 minutes over. You've had 5 minutes of bonus time. Members, Trev can start the thing off. If we go into the Discord community now, we can have plenty of banter about this spiced rum. Tonight we are tasting, we're going to be playing with spiced rum in the Discord, Trevor. I'm joking. So yeah, if we all disappear into the Discord now, thank you very, very much for watching. I do know what's coming up next week. Schedule. Oh yeah, next week. Where is it? Is it that one? Yes. I'm going to try and go viral. I've got an Indian rum, and Indian and YouTube is mental. So I've got an Indian spiced rum is next week's rum of the week. Don't know what the cocktails are yet, but that's it. Coming out on Tuesday is the 12-year-old. I'm really excited for you to see that video. I had good fun. It's not the 12-year-old, is it? Yeah, it is. I had good fun filming the 12-year-old video, so that's coming. That's dropping on Tuesday. No video on Thursdays, as I said in April. I'm just kind of trying to do one video a week. Members, your video has already been out for that, and the next video will be out next Thursday for you. Okay. So part 2 of the other membership exclusive video. All right, so thank you very much for watching. And members, legends, members, I will see you in the Discord once I've sorted all this out. All right, thanks for watching. I'll see you really, really soon.